What's up? What's up, and welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab. Let me send this post here, let everybody know that we're live. What's up? What's up, Marcus? Okay, baseball today. Sorry, there's so much going on in my life right now. It's ridiculous. Now my wife chooses now to finally respond to me. Okay, sorry. All right. So first off, let's see. Close my tabs up here. Let's get be able to share the screen. I've got I didn't have a ton of time to kind of go through stuff today. Busy. I just tell you, there just seems like there's just so much going on right now. It's pretty incredible, to be honest. But top of the hour here. Let's see. Today's Wednesday. I feel like I had something going on. I literally am just living and dying by this dang schedule that we have. Oh yeah, the dog gets his my dog. You remember my dog had surgery, a couple weeks ago. He gets his stuff out tomorrow. So more than likely it's gonna be a later show, but we'll probably end up just talking about football tomorrow. Today is possibly the last day of full baseball. I mean, we have preseason football tomorrow, preseason football Friday. We have actual college football on Saturday, which Ty and myself is going to be putting Ty and myself is going to be putting together a show for that. So I think Saturday mornings or like Friday night, something like that. I don't know. Gonna call it the Boys of Fall. We did the Boys of Spring podcast, for the spring football. So I mean, it only makes sense. So we'll bring some Saturday content probably on my YouTube channel, I think. For that, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will probably be baseball again, and then here we are, college football on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're like right there. Before we hop into it, let's see. As usual, just follow me on Twitter. Make sure you're getting those notifications for when I go live, or life happens and the show's got to move or anything like that. In the description here, I have the link to join. Beer Money Picks is now Trophies Sports Picks. Now same old thing, same play, same my great plays, those football builders, everything like that I do. Really looking to ramp up for football season here. So I got a deal on the 20th on the two-week program, and then the full month. If you're interested, I got a link for both of them. I'll go ahead and I'll try to remember to add like the actual promo code so you guys can check that out. Very lastly, I did finally find out today that I do in fact need surgery on my hip. Like we've known for the longest time, been struggling with insurance and everything like that. I don't quite understand what he was saying, but apparently there's like an angle of some sort in the hip, and like 50 is normal. 55 is like you need surgery to fix it. It's like I have like an impingement, it's called. And then mine's at like 60, so it's like 5 degrees over or something like that. And then also because of like I got like these like extra like ridges like on the bone basically in the hip, it's torn the labrum away from the bone. So I do have like a torn labrum as well. And then now that it's like official and it's like we can like look into scheduling it, me and my wife are just like honestly just trying to figure out how can we do it? Like think about your life. You know what I'm saying? Like Marcus, Corey, Tyler, Cujo, like if you just 2 weeks from now, if you can't drive for 5 weeks, like how do you do that? How do you get the kids to school? Physical therapy starts afterwards. Like, how do I get to physical therapy? My wife has a job. My wife's not going to be home. She can get the kids to school, but she's not off work till 5. The kids got to get picked up at 3. How do the kids get picked up? It's literally trying to figure out like actually how do we operate? How do we live our life for that 5-week span that I would be on crutches, to the point that it's like, man, I don't know if it's even worth to get surgery, which is it's just, I guess that's sad in this. It's not like necessarily like this world or whatever, but man, why's things got to be so dang difficult? To the point where it's like, well, dear, maybe I just don't get surgery and I just fight through the pain. And I get my son, I got an 11-month-old. Even if I did drive to pick my other son up, if I'm not supposed to, how am I supposed to get my other son in the back in the door? You know what I'm saying? Tie a rope to his thing and drag him in as I'm on crutches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know. I just don't know. Don't know what to do. But I tell you, it hurts, and it needs to be fixed. That's for damn sure. All right, we got some baseball games here. We are. Let's see. We had just 2 plays yesterday. Luis Gil, dude walked. I don't even know, 5 guys in just a couple innings or something like that. So what's up, Biggie? He sucked. We did get Zach Wheeler correct, though. I believe we had Zach Wheeler on the podcast here. So I was looking at Aaron Nola in like the similar spot, but man, Nola just has not been quite as good. I think Aaron Nola's case could be pretty good. Actually, I actually had it pulled up here. I was looking right beforehand. I was kind of doing some last minute trying to look, but man, like 5.5. He's only over that in 48% of his games. He has had a pretty good history against, the Braves, and the Braves, strike out a decent amount, but I don't know. Anyway, though, and then another frustrating thing is I asked him, I'm like, well, does my other hip look like it's got these same like issues or whatever? And he's like, yeah, like you have the same like deformity or whatever, but he's like, it's not great that it's there. He's like, but it might not need surgery in the future or whatever. So it's like, I need to have surgery on my right hip. And then it's like, who knows, at some point in my life, I'm gonna need to have possibly surgery on my left hip. Or I just honestly just deal with the pain for as long as you can or whatever. Like, as I'm sitting here, like my other hip is hurting worse than the one that needs surgery. Like, what the hell's going on in life right now? Probably though, because I've been babying it. When I go for a run, I'm sure I'm doing too much on that side, and it's like messed me up. I'm getting like lopsided and shit. But let's see. I have 4 plays pulled up here, so I need to kind of find one. We need to get rid of one. I see this play is moving. Of course, we talked about the enjoyment of all that stuff there. So let's look at that first. He's just coming off an injury. What's that? Ryan Pepiot, I think. Pepiot. I looked up how to pronounce his name one time, and I don't remember what it is. But yeah, I mean, he was hurt. Wasn't he? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, he was hurt for a while, but he actually had just a spider bite. Is what it was. I was almost on him. I was almost ready to actually fade him last week, but then I seen that he did just have like a spider bite, and so there wasn't as much concern for like a muscular type fatigue or anything. He came in. He went 16 outs. Last game. He threw just 80 pitches, but I mean, like it's it was a pretty. Let's see. I don't know what I was about to say on top of that. But I mean, he normally doesn't throw a whole lot of pitches to begin with. This is a guy where, I mean, we were on his over for a while here. I feel like maybe roughly this area, we were on his over, and then like he fell apart. Yeah, I remember. He fell apart against the Braves, and that one, he couldn't get out of that inning, and then he just had a horrible outing against Pittsburgh, and then he bounced back, and then he ended up getting hurt, and then so on and so forth. So this is a dude that I was backing for just a while. Going against the Athletics versus a right-handed pitcher, they, in the last 30 days, they have the 18th lowest batting average. On the year, they have the 27th lowest batting average. On base percentage, you can see on average about 20, between the two of them. Batting average balls in play, 24th lowest against right-handed pitchers. So it's a pretty good matchup here. These guys have faced him before. Not a whole lot of success. It looks like probably just one time he pitched against them. Let's see, head-to-head. He was able to go 17 against them in May. You can see that, Rooker hit him, went 1 and 2, maybe had a walk in there. Nevin hit him, Toro hit him, but I mean, everybody else, JJ Bleday's got 1 out of 5 hits on him, it looks like. So I think Ryan Pepe out here is a pretty good look, to be honest. But I'd imagine that other people's are seeing that too because it's moved from like minus um like 110, minus 120 to like minus 135 or something like that. Let's see what it is on FanDuel. So this will probably be one of those plays by the time we're done talking that the things move to the point that we can't even play it. Minus 138 here too. So it's certainly better at minus 135. Webb, we'll talk about Webb in a second. Oh, two people on Webb. Yeah, we got that. Got that on the screen there, Biggie. I like that one. Haney at 15 and a half outs. Who's he play? Pirates. Dude, Haney's been like kind of weird. Yeah, that's why, because he's gone under so much. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with it. Hard pass. Hard pass. Okay. Unless that moves a lot, I do really like that. Let's see. Let's look at you guys talking about Logan Webb. I do have Logan Webb on here to record a win minus 110. That's an awesome look. I mean, for the second week now in a row, the man's at like what's his over under 20 and a half. That's just nuts. You know, the guy's been phenomenal. He's going against the White Sox, who we know just struggle. White Sox just struggle. Um, having a hard go of it. You know, he had a line of 20 and a half the other day. He went 23. Dude's constantly going over at home. You know, he's over that line 20 and a half and 7 to 10. But you do have some good juice there. You know, let's see here. It's pulled up. Picture props. Let's see. He's minus 155 to go over 20 and a half, which means that, you know, is he going to go a full 7 innings? So the books thinks he's going to go a full 7 innings. He's got a juice to the under a 5.5 line here, and he's got just an earned runs of 1.5. So the books are thinking, DraftKings thinks that Logan Webb is going to have a day today. Going against Tyler Crochet, right? Garrett. I knew when I said Tyler that sounded weird. Garrett Crochet, who has been a good pitcher, but Garrett Crochet has thrown more pitches this year than he ever has in a year. So they're babying him. He's not going deep. Let me see. Oh, it's not even on here. You can't even. They're not offering outs or anything like that because the guy's literally just the guy can't go. You know, he's only pitching 4 or 5 innings. He's not going deep. The White Sox have just a horrendous bullpen. I mean, they have the second highest bullpen ERA right here if you look at it, highest in the American League, giving up a lot of home runs, you know, while they're doing it, the second most home runs in the league. So Garrett Crochet, if he only goes 4 innings, 5 innings, Logan Webb is likely going 7 innings tonight. So even if it's tied, you know, once he comes out, I mean, they have a good chance of going up there. So I think Logan Webb's going to keep him at bay, not score much, and I don't think Logan Webb's going to go very deep. They're going to hand it over to the White Sox, and they're just going to give up runs. So Logan Webb to record the win here is just a really really good look. I think personally, I think it's an awesome. I mean, get an awesome line at it here, minus 110, and we know the White Sox offense has just been so rough. Let's go back to Webb real fast. Guess it don't matter here. Batting average against a right-handed pitcher, you know, last 30 days, the 21st lowest on the year, 29th lowest, dead last on the year on base percentage, 29th currently, 29th in dead last WRC, batting average balls in play. They've been hitting balls a little better, but rough. You know, those guys have been pretty rough. So for sure, Logan Webb today. Really like Ryan down here. We got to decide between Matt Waldron and Nick Martinez for our third, unless Ryan Pepiot moves like big time while we're here. Then that'll kind of make it easier for us. Corey, can you check Montgomery and Cortez? Not a Jordan Montgomery fan. At least not recently, man. It's hard because he's going against, if we're looking at like his over, he's, you got a Miami team against lefties that's, pretty subpar. But then you look at what he's done. I mean, he's only over it in 7 of 18 starts. 2 of his last 10. I mean, the guy's just been getting killed. Jordan Montgomery does not have it. Away, sure, he's been a little better on the year, 4 of 7 away, but he's just been huge fade material. I don't certainly trust the Marlins, but they've been scrappy. I think Jake Berger's been due to do better. So I would lean, and this is me just quickly looking at it because I don't have a play on it. I would lean under. Is Cortez away today? So Nestor Cortez, is it really 18 and a half? So Nestor Cortez is pretty good at home, but he's not good away. Wow. Under 18 and a half. What in the world? Why are they giving an 18 and a half line? So they're giving them an 18 and a half because Cleveland against a lefty, though. That's weird. Yeah, I under 18 and a half is for sure. I mean, he only went 12 earlier this year. Not something I even thought about messing with, but yeah, I would certainly think that his last time he went over was against the White Sox. He went over that against the Braves, who have really been struggling. And then he managed to go over against the Royals, who's obviously a tough team, and then the White Sox again. So, yeah, I don't mind that. Honestly, like today, I was talking to Ty, like we're wanting to try to have some football plays out by like Friday. Tomorrow, I think I was gonna just spend the day like minus 196 over here on FanDuel. It's never as bad on FanDuel. I'm gonna be a little more limited with plays, but I actually do like that. And then you could ride like they won't offer a crochet to not get a win. There's actually not that many good. I feel like Jameson Taeyon's outs could be good too. I don't know what that looks like. Johnny Cueto though, do they have his? They don't have his to get a win. Oh, there you go, Biggie. We were just talking about that. Yeah, that dude's garbage. You pitched for the Pirates, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I mean, even over here, you go under 9 or under 18 and a half, and then throw Bobby on here. Bobby's probably like minus 300. 420. Holy shit. Minus 115 though. That's not a bad play. That's a late night play too. Maybe shoot, I might mess with that maybe later on, depending on how the day goes. Try to get some early wins under the belt, and then maybe come back with it. That's pretty good play right there, guys. So that's the pays the watch kind of play. Because I probably won't mess with it. If I were to run, I don't like anything really early. My first early game's 345. I'll know if I've won here or not. If we go with Matt Waldron, that game's going to be, yeah, man, I do like that play. I might mess with that depending on what Logan Webb does. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby. That's just the time, man. Remember last time we were on a play like that and Otani didn't do a goddamn thing though. I remember. That. I sure as hell remember that. All right, Nick Martinez pitched, got hurt, came back, short leash, has thrown some balls since then. 94 pitches, against Milwaukee, who hits right-handed pitchers pretty well. He went 18 against the Royals. I mean, that game, lost that game. but still was able to go 18, but only threw 80 pitches. You would think he's going to be a little more stretched out now. Going against Toronto, which you certainly wouldn't think to be a tough team or anything like that. 10th best batting average to right-handed pitchers in the last 30 days. They really haven't faced him. Vladdy Daddy did. Varsho's faced him, but the majority of the lineup has not faced him, so advantage goes to Nick Martinez here. Cincinnati's bullpen's probably pretty good. Look at all these Vikings hats. You think I'm a Vikings fan? Think I've looked at Vikings hats before? Jeez, OP. Bullpen actually used a lot of arms on Monday. Not only one yesterday, so bullpen's a little so-so. Nothing bad there. If you don't remember, whatever, Hunter Green is on the 15-day right now, so Nick Martinez is definitely going to be that last guy in the rotation right now. So they could certainly use some extended relief out of him to relieve some extended outing to relieve the bullpen. Yeah, I like that, man. I think I like it. The only downside is that it doesn't scream, like, oh yeah, he's facing a team that whatever, but the Blue Jays certainly don't instill any like fear in me. That's for sure. But let's look at look, Ryan went to 16 and a half. That's probably okay though. So I mean that last one would be a miss, but it's Oakland. All right. I was also looking at I can't remember who it is, but one of these pitchers that I have here, his team doesn't have a day off for quite a while. Like it might be Nick Martinez, to be honest. Where like they don't have a day off until like September or something like that. There's really no better way than to like have to just look every time. So it's I couldn't decide if it was the Reds or the Padres. Well, the Reds and Padres both play every day all the way up until Sunday. Reds, Padres. Reds, Padres. So it's the Padres that I'm thinking of because the Padres play all the way up until I got August 27th. That's 6 days from now, and they're still playing. That's enough. So I think it's the Padres. I'm a fan of Matt Waldron, man, but honestly though, I don't know why I think I was liking this because immediately I in my head I'm screaming like, "There's no way I don't want to take this." Like at home, sure, but I mean, like I do know it mainly though. Like the Twins haven't faced him. He's a knuckleballer. Like guys, guys struggle against a knuckleball early. But if you look at like his recent form here, he's missing 4 straight games. At home, he's missed in 2 straight games, and he's going up against an offense. I mean, that's sixes like across the board there. Sixth best batting average, sixth best on base percentage, sixth best batting average, eighth best batting average balls in play, sixth best WRC. So yeah, I don't know what I saw. That was a very quick decision. There's the 3 plays for today. First off, I forgot to say it. If you guys haven't liked the video, do that for me, please. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am getting super close to hitting 2,000 subs on here. Like I said, primarily from short videos, but those shorts turn into some viewers at some point. Now's the time. If you guys have any other like questions, we've looked at some of that stuff already. There's a lot of baseball on today. I like these spots. I do actually really like that Nestor Cortez and the Bobby Witt -115, guys. That's a good play too. Appreciate the chat coming up with that one. It just baseball's just been weird. It feels like it kind of start it slow, take it slow kind of thing. Like love Logan Webb today. I feel like it's a fantastic play. Nick Martinez, not a fantastic spot against the Blue Jays, but Hunter Green being hurt, they don't have really a day off for another 5 or 6 days, something like that. So they go pretty deep here. Is it my favorite play of any of them? Probably not, but I mean, I think it's a good play. And then we have Ryan down here, Ryan Pepio, how the hell you say it? Over 16.5, and going against the A's and everything like that. So if you're in the Discord, I'm 100% gonna play Logan. Look at me doing this like I have hair. I'm 100% gonna play Logan Webb. And then I might just look. Baseball's been so frustrating. I'm just trying to continue to like just win. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. I get some plays dropped here. I just that Cortez and Bobby Witt play is gonna stick in my head. But the Guardians can be pretty shitty sometimes too, though. So, and then like Big E says, man, I'm just surviving at this point. Of course I'm putting in the work, and you can see that I'm still, looking at plays and everything. But like I said, tomorrow, I think we have some NFL tomorrow. If we don't, I'll probably won't have any plays in the Discord. I can still do the podcast, but I got to dig in, look at these games for Saturday. Also have enough talking points to be able to talk about them too, for the podcast that we're going to do and stuff, So looking forward to starting doing a podcast, and hopefully can do that every Saturday and not have, of course I want family stuff, but not have too much family stuff get in the way. But those are going to be the 3 plays. Appreciate you guys. I'll get the 10K play out here as well. So make sure you guys check that out. Ride with me. We're doing 10 to 20 something, and then it's 20 to like 30 something now, 38 or something like that. But appreciate you guys. And 10:10 appointment tomorrow. It's 30 minutes away. It's going to take a while. There's just no way the show is going to be at 11:30 tomorrow. I'll have to just kind of update on the way home, and then we'll kind of just have to go from there. Or we end up with a day off. Who knows? I know I could certainly use it, but appreciate you guys, and I'll possibly see you tomorrow. Make sure you follow me at Live Joe Betts. You can get the update whether or not there will be a show or what time there will be a show. And if I don't see you guys Thursday, I'll definitely see you on